D.R.A.M.A TV 27 live here, Uptown Harrisburg YMCA. We got the brother brother John. You know, how you brothers doing today?
Cool, man. Hanging in there.
All right, so you know we had the panel discussion today on a variety of subjects that's plaguing our communities today out here in the streets of Harrisburg, from the youth killing each other, from the mass incarceration, from illegal sentencing, all types of things that we have going on in the community, man. So I'm gonna start with you, Anwar. Can you give the viewers some information on why is it do we have the mass incarceration in our community? What's the build up to that, and what can we do to put an end to it and make more people aware of it?
Well, in my opinion, it's kind of a known fact, incarceration is a system I think honestly will never be broken because it's something that the government is funding. Like, at the end of the day, I actually, right after the panel, because I was just really thinking about that. Nobody touched on that too much. I mean, people, we dipped and dabbed in it, but not too much.
You think it's taboo? You think it's taboo with certain, without busting any shots at anyone, but to keep it all the way live, you know, with some of the people that was on the panel and they work in that system. So it's kind of taboo to talk about some of those issues with them. So that's probably why they didn't.
That what you're saying? Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
That's right. So, you know.
I do agree. When I sit back and I really think about people that are in these positions, these career decisions, and these careers and things of that nature, I really ask myself, what is their agenda?
Right.
Everything is an agenda at the end of the day. Good and bad. But we really need to get the bad agendas. We need to really start putting those on blast. We have to do it in a constructive, organized way. We can't keep going out here and just being, rebellious towards things and just have no structure, in my opinion, because we're just feeding into everything that system has designed for us to trap.
That's right.
So in my opinion, like, that's one reason why a lot of
Thank you.
That's a lot of reason why I think when you have things like this, it's good to integrate, both sides of the spectrum. But a lot of times when we don't really express the meat and potatoes for real, because in the day a check is being cut to certain individuals on these, and with discussions.
And with it being so close to election and all that, so people's making a stand, and we got to stop that, letting people use our misfortunes as springboards and platforms for them to come up off of in a sense.
It's called, they pander us, man. It's just passive behavior.
That's right.
When you ain't never had nothing, you can't value getting something. And they use that against us, so we hungry, here go a piece of chicken, there you go. But they don't show you, how to get your own chicken.
That's right.
The whole thing, so it's just something we gotta stop allowing, but that comes through education about certain things. You gotta have knowledge and how it needs to be done, so, but.
So how do you think, that we can address the issues with reaching the youth? I know you guys have a strong following on some of the things that you do in our community. You guys have a strong following. You can reach a certain age group. I myself can reach a certain age group, and then and my elders can reach a certain age group. So build that bridge with all of us, and I think we can get it out there. But tell me, how can we address this mass incarceration, knowing, like the brother Anwar said, it's a trap. They are set, and it's like, here, take this rock, and then I'm gonna punish you because you can't hold the rock. You gave it to me, So how do you think we can address that?
Well, personally, you don't mind if I take it?
Yeah, that's always out for you.
One of the reasons why I think we can address that is, everybody that, even if you lay something out in front of somebody, they may still not even get it.
Right.
I think we need to address the reality, and that reality is we got brothers walking the streets.
Right.
Those are the perfect tools to show us how to address, the mass incarceration. And the problem is we throw them to the wolves. We let them wander our communities not being useful. You can't come home, doing, 2.5, 3 to 5, 5 to 10, and then some dudes even did 15, 20 years walking our streets.
Right.
And that's a prime example. And the kids, they don't see that because those men are made, when they hit society, they gotta keep their heads down. And, some of them are walking off long periods.
That's right.
So, they're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way we end it because those are our stories. They can tell us firsthand, they've been there, done that.
Right.
I think that's one easy way to get them out here, but they need to get, as they call, back down to the south, need to get in the mud.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to do, the shirt tie look, but sometimes you gotta roll these joints up.
That's right, and get dirty.
This down, you gotta really get dirty.
That's right.
And I think if you don't make our people feel important for anything, me and him talk about it all the time. Everybody can't be a warrior.
That's right.
Everybody can't be the speaker. Everybody has a role to play. But we live in a society right now where it says, you know what, we all can be. You know what, I'm just going to do it anyway.
We got to learn some humility. So.
You have to, because if you don't have any, you're clogging the pipeline.
Yes.
Like sometimes I humble myself as a man to know when another light is shining, and I'm fine with that. But that's just one good way that we can. That right there can help end it.
That's right.
A lot of these brothers walk around broken, scarred, and all of that. But it's a younger generation thinking that, it's cool to go to jail. I'm straight with that.
And there's a saying that they call it. It's post-traumatic slavery syndrome. And that's a deep thing. Like you said, our people are walking around traumatized. Our babies are going to school, coming out of conditions where mom's on drugs, dad's in and out of jail. She got different guys running in and out the house. They're smoking, they're shooting in front of our children are traumatized.
Yeah.
Some of us have been traumatized.
Yeah, we all have.
So if we see these things, we gotta, like you said, we gotta roll up them sleeves, man.
Get busy.
Tie up them bootstraps and get out here. So
if you're not with getting this work, move out the way.
That's right.
Let someone else, because we all understand that it is fine to not be good at something, but everybody's great at something else.
Right.
And like I said, man, they ready to get dirty. They don't ready to, to put this work in. You have to move out of the way because every generation is going to tell you, the time is now.
Right.
But come on, we in technology age where everybody got a camera phone. What more you need to see?
Right.
Me personally, man, I'm sick of this shit.
Yes.
I mean, I really am.
Yes, sir.
Excuse my language, but I really am.
Hey, man, this drama TV, baby.
I'm just keeping it all the way real. I'm tired. I'm tired of not having nothing. I'm tired of not feeling like I'm somebody.
That's right.
I'm tired of not being nothing.
That's
and
right.
The only way to do that is go out there and change it.
That's right.
Now, I can get super deep in how we want to change that, but that takes heart.
Right.
And a lot of people aren't willing to accept that because we're just,
right.
you know what, hey, man, I'm getting by, dog.
That's right.
The life
They they content with some of those.
It's very complacent. And it's kind of like, hey, man, whoa. I don't know, when they speak upon, our ancestors or our elders, man, I think about the ones who was in them chains.
That's right.
Yeah, Dr. King, they mattered. They did.
They played a part.
They played a huge part, but they had a voice.
That's right.
They could use it. What about the ancestors who had nothing?
That's right.
They couldn't read, write.
Weren't allowed to.
And they were in a real oppressive situation.
Yes.
You can kill someone for smashing a dozen eggs. Hey.
How y'all doing, guys?
All right.
Good.
See you again.
Yes, ma'am. I do have your card too as well.
You got my card?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Let's
We're
talk.
gonna get you in there. But it was a time where
That was gangster.
you got your own. You got
No, you were video and That's my bad.
That's all right. It's all right.
Respect the queens.
They gotta see that. They have to. It's just identifying, with each other. And that's a lot of times where it just lacks. Kind of goes back to piggyback what John was saying about, the brothers that come home from being incarcerated, they feel like they have nothing to identify with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those that are out here that have a voice and have opportunities and things of that nature, we have to identify with each other.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Well, you can't do this, but I can use you for this.
Right.
I can't do this, but let me use you for this.
Right.
It has to be done because, I state it all the time, anytime I do speak, You know, we're limiting our kids right now. We tell them they can do 5 main things.
Right.
Entertain, play sports, you know, do some music,
Nurse.
you know, it's I can keep going. It's more than 5, like I really can. And there's so
Those
much
are the main
more out here in the world, and because we have to take responsibility, and I'm to blame.
Right.
You're to blame.
Right.
He's to blame. We're all to blame. Until we adapt that mentality, we're gonna keep repeating the same cycle over again. Everything in this world's about exposure.
That's right.
Everything's about exposure. A kid can't value the ocean if he never seen it.
That's right.
When you tell him, man, we need to stop littering inside the Pacific Ocean, he gonna look at you like, for what?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? All right, fellas.
All right.
You know, there's no value on things that people don't get exposed to. You know, if you grow up in a neighborhood, everybody don't care about nobody else. How do you care about something?
Right. So real quick, from both of you, I want to get, get answer or your thoughts on this. How do we begin? No, not begin. How do we, as a collective, put an end to the fear factor of I can't go out and speak out because I'm going to lose my job. But if the truth is the truth,
It's the truth.
and it needs to be addressed. See, I'm unapologetic when it comes to our people.
Yeah.
When we get around
I got no plans.
our counterparts, people seem to whisper, well, you know, I can't whisper about being who I am and being about my people. That's not being racist. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking reality.
I'm pro my people. So how do we get away from those stigmas, man, and the fear factor? Because that fear, as we know, was embedded and was put into us a long time ago. How do we do it?
Let me get this one, because this is a key one that I always bring up. It's something in this world called economics and infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Black people need to understand we feed everybody else's economy and infrastructure and never feed our own.
Ooh.
Now, I know it sounds super like deep and, but
It's the truth.
I mean, I still gotta go work for them. No, you don't.
That's right.
Think about this. Why do Asians sell black folks hair products?
'Cause they come in
Now,
our neighborhood.
that's not to say I have anything against Asians,
That's right.
but it's someone else
They're
servicing
doing wrong.
you.
They're not doing nothing wrong. They come in the communities real quick. They come into the community.
dollar.
That's right, and go right back out and don't put nothing back
But
in.
listen, no one says anything,
Nope.
and that's the problem. We are the only people who have never have gotten the opportunity or have the experience in serving ourselves.
Right.
When the Irish came over on a boat, they came as a group.
Yeah. And they wasn't forced either.
Yeah, they weren't forced. They wouldn't do anything. So they had a different leg than we did.
That's right.
The Jews, you can go down the line and name people.
We were the
Black
only
people
group of
were
people
never
forced to.
taught.
That's right.
I had a OG we consider a neighborhood. He told me the worst thing that ever happened. He told me the worst thing that ever happened to black folks was integration. Now, to someone with the mentality that isn't open or willing to hear, you would think that's blasphemy. You'd be like, oh, well, hold on. So what you're saying, we need to separate ourselves? I personally, in my personal opinion, I think we should until we get right.
That's right.
Right.
Because we've been taught from our grandparents to love everybody but
The people,
us.
they don't love us.
No one listens, no one
right.
loves us.
That's
So when you have that fear of, I'm gonna lose my job, how about create it? Most black folks run their damn jobs any damn way.
That's right.
If they left today or tomorrow, the company would be like, oh, what we gonna do?
That's right.
Well, and I understand, but that it's hard. It's hard to look at something, that's guaranteed to say, well, maybe. And I get that. But there's enough people for us to service.
That's right.
I wish a black man would walk up to me and I got my own cell phone company. My phone is $900, ain't bad. Just because he's selling
Right.
his own cell phone. How do you think any other business started?
That's
Everybody
right.
didn't just jump off the platform and become big. They grew to it. The problem is society has taught us that black people are unworthy of intellect thinking,
Right.
of having good infrastructure. They show you pictures of Africa, right? What do you see? The mud hut,
That's
dirt.
not. That's
And
not.
that's false. That's false narrative.
Yeah.
But because someone control your media, control what you see,
That's right.
control how you talk,
We gotta write our-
lose that good job.
We have to write our own history.
That's the fear that's coming. I can't stand if I see black folks and they can brag to each other how much money they got, but when you say, well, hey man, I'm starting my own business, would you want to jump in that with me? Oh man, you know, I can't do that.
Right.
My mom used to always say this old saying, man, the white man's ice is colder.
That's
Said,
heavy.
and I used to be like, huh, what?
Yeah, that's
She
heavy.
said, anybody who believes that the white man's ice is colder, you're dealing with something different.
All right, real quick, let the people know how they can get at you. Let them know your organization. 30 seconds.
All right, cool. Organization we represent is Push for HBG. It stands for the Positive Urban Social Habitat. You can follow us on Facebook, Push for HBG, Twitter, Instagram. All the handles is at Push for HBG, and you can contact us directly at pushforhbg@gmail.com.
7.
All right, brothers, I'd like to thank y'all for your time and your contribution in the community, man.
Hey,
Hope
we
that-
self-funded, man, so you want to donate to us, man, help us raise